1 week later.
Hello everyone and welcome to this DIY video where I will be showcasing how to install one of our Android head unit and bezels for the GD1 or GD3 on the Jazz. So do stay tuned and I hope this will be an informative video for you guys. Alright, so just to update you guys, I managed to get the front bezel and the head unit out. And it's a little bit tricky because of the way this unit is installed. So there's actually a single screw in the middle which holds the lower panel in place. That lower panel is this guy right here, which was a little bit awkward, sitting below the section here. And then right underneath there were two screws with number 8 heads on them, and they actually mounted sort of in a diagonal position, so I had to get my extension with the mini number 8 socket and was able to make that loose. So I just need to disconnect the plugs from the AC heater controls and then unscrew the front panels, which is these guys over here. That I need to just unscrew as well, and then put them over to the new unit, and then as well as removing the actual control panel which is connected to these little knobs over here. So let's get into phase 2. Wish me luck, guys. Okay, so I've just popped out those two toggle switches over there which I've placed here. That's the thermistor and the aircon control. Now I just need to get in the back here and unscrew this panel, then unplug the radio plugs, and then I'll be able to take this whole bezel out. So this is one of the screws that is sitting on the back of that control panel, and I'm just going to turn that loose, and then there will be one on the other side as well. I know it's a little bit tricky trying to show you guys this way, but hopefully you'll get a bit of an idea once I'm able to get this whole panel unscrewed, and then I can show you guys a bit clearer. Alright, so I'm finally down to the last screw, at least I hope so. And yeah, I must say, on a scale from 1 to traumatizing, this has definitely not been the most easy install. And I mean, I have done quite a number of units and sound systems in my other Honda models, and yeah, none of them have been as bad as this. Considering that I'm wanting to put one of these Android head units in the E60 as well, I think I'm probably gonna have to find somebody else who can do that removal and installation for me. Let me just continue removing this last screw. Hopefully, as I mentioned, that will be the last one, and then I can actually start looking at installing a new head unit. Haha! Victory! This janky unit is finally going into the bin. As you guys will see, I also started removing this trim, and Initially I thought that it was screwed on, but once I turned the unit around and looked at the back, I could actually see that they use some form of adhesive. So literally just start pushing on this section here to release it, but just be gentle as you guys are doing that. As you can see, these ones have developed slight cracking on the edges, but that's obviously due to normal wear and tear from heat exposure while the car has obviously been parked in the sun. And then I've transferred the one over onto the new bezel. I used a little bit of contact adhesive as well, just to ensure that it's stuck properly and that it doesn't come loose during normal operation. So yeah, last part of the install will be to get all the wiring in. That's your GPS antenna, your main harness, USB cables, and then this one, if I'm correct, should be, yeah, that's the RCA connectors for your amplifiers. Let me just get to that, put the wiring in, and then install this unit and give you guys a demo when it's turned on. So here's the new unit, just powered on quickly so you guys can have a look and see. The screen is extremely crystal clear, and I'm actually loving that it's a 9-inch instead of having a standard 7-inch double din here. So I'm sure this must also have some super awesome features, and I'm actually looking forward to getting onto the Play Store and putting some of my favorite apps on here too. Yo guys, so it's day 2 of the installation, and I actually ended up cutting things short last night as a result of Eskom implementing load shedding again. For those of you overseas that don't know what load shedding is, it's basically when our only power utility here in South Africa decides to turn off the lights. So here we are today, and I will pick up from where I left off. So those cables that I mentioned previously, those I'll be installing today, and then I'll also be refitting the AC heater control panel to the back of the new bezel, and then I'll just transfer over the last of those trim panels as well. Alright guys, so just as a quick tip for anybody who is trying to remove these little faces, and I'm using my trusty spoon because I don't really have anything else that would slip in without causing any further damage. So I've slipped it in from behind and literally just working my way around very slowly to release that adhesive. So guys, if you are doing this on your own, this is a good tip. So I'm on the last stage of the installation process. As you guys can see, the ISO plug as well as the antenna harness is connected. I've also installed the GPS module over there, as you guys can see. And then I have put all those trim pieces over, although I've noticed that when I put on the contact adhesive, it actually left a bit of scarring on the one on the left and in the middle compared to the one on the right, which I did yesterday. And then just another reminder guys, before you guys put everything back in, this is the old bezel and radio. Do not forget to remove these clips. These need to go onto the new bezel over there, then obviously on the sides as well, and that is what will hold the entire head unit bezel firmly in place. And then you will secure it with the bolts at an angle, and it secures onto these brackets, one on each side. Thank you for watching and making it to the end of this tutorial DIY video. Hope you guys really have enjoyed it. Do note that we do sell these Android head units for a variety of vehicle manufacturers. So if you guys are interested in purchasing or just finding out some more information with regards to the specifications, then do check us out. I will link the QR code to our WhatsApp business catalog, and you can also message us there for any inquiries that you guys may have. I thought that I'll just leave you with some snippets from 2 of my favorite streaming platforms, namely Amazon Prime Video and Netflix. Hope you guys enjoy, and that you'll also be able to see the clarity of the video quality. But yeah, till the next one guys, remember, you're bold, your rules, stay motivated. Cheers. bye.